They cut the hard line. There's no time. You're gonna have to get to another exit.
See a set of keys around here.
No time for love, Dr. Jones.
No time for
podcast.
I can't be bothered with that. I have no time for that sort of nonsense.
I have not passed so far in death to bandy crooked words with a witless worm.
Houston, we have a problem.
Red alert, red alert.
Set aside a special time each day during which you devote your time to this precious record.
Don't poke me, dude. I don't roll that way.
Transfer of data is complete.
Your attention, please. You are now in the Central Standard Time Zone. Please adjust your watches accordingly. Thank you.
Identification confirmed.
Welcome to the Awesome Mixtape Podcast.
Hey. That does not compute.
Transfer of data is complete.
E. Anthony Kinsella. Who
Wait a minute,
says,
his first name's E?
I don't know. He says, Lucky Charm guy wants a hug. I suck at life. Confirm or deny?
Lucky Charm guy wants a hug?
I don't like the sound of that right off the bat. It doesn't...
Poke him.
I think you poke... What you do is you poke him. He's a Pokemon.
All right, I poked him.
Oh, my.
Confirmed.
God, that's a little too rough. It's going to backfire on you. Mm-hmm. You're going to end up with someone that's going to stalk something weird. See, it's a big setup, isn't it? It's a big setup.
This isn't a pyramid scheme. The guy just wants to be friends.
Confirm or deny?
You're going to open it up and it's going to be Dahmer. You're going to get a Dahmer.
He can't kill you through Facebook.
Well, he will
not
plot.
through the internet. He can show up and kill
you know what?
somewhere.
He'll make friends with Hawk over Facebook, and before you know it, Hawk will have him over to the house to...
Well, then that's Chris's fault.
That is my fault.
For apple pie afterwards, too.
What was I thinking?
I don't know. Very dangerous.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and confirm you. No, should I not? Yes or no?
Of course. Just accept it.
Look, I don't think you should accept it.
Star wants to hook up.
Right on.
But you can't come to the station.
Yeah, don't come
Smiley
here.
face, wink face, LOL.
Yeah, smiley, hee, ha, ha, LOL.
And if you want to hear more from that guy, go to Acme Open Mic Night next Thursday.
Is he going to be at Acme?
He sounds like he's going to kill.
I'm going to send him a message to find out if he's going to Acme.
That guy's going to tear it up.
Who's the one fighter they call the Gooch?
Huh?
I
think that's a female fighter. That was off the air.
That's Gucci Mane.
No, I'm serious.
I don't think they called anybody the Gooch.
What were we trying to call Sauce a couple of weeks ago? Wasn't it something? Oh, it was Scooch.
Scooch. Yeah, Scooch.
I want that to
stick. We should have Saturdays of Sauce, but Scooch and Gooch.
Oh, boy.
Are you available?
I was going to do your family a favor and hook up the Disney Channel for free. Well, forget it.
Hey, we've got a problem here.
Intruder alert! Intruder alert!
What do you think they do there? They don't drink milkshakes, I assure you.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're such a wonderful crowd. We'd like to play a little tune for you. It's one of my personal favorites.
Stand by to receive our transmission.
Now establishing data link.
Systems online.
Welcome to the WitlessWorm.com Awesome Mixtape Podcast. And no, new host, new show. Let's do a different intro too. Here we
engage.
So, as I'm sure you've noticed by now, there's a new host on the Awesome Mixtape Podcast.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
Yes, Worm 2 has seen fit to let me, Worm 11, have a shot at making the podcast. I gotta admit, he was a little reluctant at first.
How'd you feel about making a change? We fear change.
But eventually he came around and gave me permission to do the podcast. When was that? Yeah, probably about a year ago. Yeah, I gotta admit, since then I've been just a little bit lazy.
I did nothing. I did absolutely nothing, and it was everything that I thought it could be.
Worm 2 has also provided me with the knowledge and expertise to make a podcast, but I must admit to you all, I have no prior experience with podcasting.
Nervous?
Yes.
First time?
No, I've been nervous lots of times.
Fortunately for me, the music is someone else's responsibility, and that someone is WitlessWorm.com's own expectant father, Worm 12. So what follows, I like to call the Sync's Good Time Mixtape.
I'm waiting to be impressed.
So, without any further ado, and I do realize that this has been quite a lot of ado.
That's why, you know what my favorite disaster would be? And Jesus, I pray for one of these. An asteroid. A big fucking asteroid. And I mean big, never mind this shit that destroyed the barn. I'm talking about a big hunk of rock the size of Minnesota. A flaming asteroid the size of Minnesota screaming through the atmosphere and smashing right into... Hey, Minnesota.
Well, that just about wraps it up for the WitlessWorm.com Awesome Mixtape Podcast. What'd you think, Worm 2?
That was awesome.
Well, thanks. That means a lot. And thank you, dear listeners, for sticking around to the bitter end.
All's well that ends well, suppose that.
Awesome Mixtape Podcast 1.3, The Synccast, is a WitlessWorm.com production. Your host has been Worm11. Your musical selections have been provided by Worm12, and I would like to give a special thanks to Worm12 and Worm2 for putting up with the continuous delays that I have provided them. And for all the rest of you listening out there, stay awesome.
The mission has been completed.
Working. Negative. Transfer of data is complete.
Red alert. Red alert.
Please abort and retry.
The end. Over. Outro. 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 Elfine. Done. See you. Bye. See ya. See you later. The end. Bye-bye. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Goodbye. Thank you for listening to the Awesome Mixtape Podcast.
There's no time for last requests.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Look, Betty, I've got no time for games today. Now,
there's no time for a bench test. Heat 'em up.